What would you call a pair of headphones that you would hold on to 4 to 5 months because you wanted to hear a particular album being released by one of your favorite artists because you thought and actually were convinced that this prog rock, space rock album would sound absolutely atmospherically superb on these headphones? Released on the 14th of March, the album is called The Overview. The artist is called Steven Wilson. Yeah, he is one of Sharat Nair at NDTV.com's favorite musicians. And the headphones in question here are called the Ace by Sonos. Now, on one hand, one can argue that these are Sonos' first headphones, but I honestly, they've been doing audio for so long. I feel like it's a technology adapt and not a new category for them. So features like audio swap, where you can connect these two compatible Sonos soundbars in your house to directly, receive audio from TVs, etc. They kind of help me prove my point. They're very clean in terms of their design. I mean, look at them. In fact, when I'm not being a punk, this is the luxury audio accessory that I'm carrying around. All touch points here, they are very, either smooth or plush. They don't push back on your head or ears excessively. The cups, they are big enough for mostly all size ears. The headband, it also goes from Sharat to Shrek without unnecessarily fear of breaking. And before I start off talking about their sound, can I just tell you, these are easily the most comfortable to wear headphones that I want for this long. And to everyone else making headphones, strong magnets is such an easy and elegant solution to replacing these cups in the long term. If I'm paying 40 grand rupees for a pair of headphones, they will clearly last longer than these pads. There are other clever things here as well, and let me list them if I may. There's a protective mesh inside, as you can see. Now that is sort of angled towards the corresponding ear that you should be wearing it on. You'll notice this angle on the actual earpiece as well, and this is for optimum throw of the sound, the output sound coming out. But these individual meshes, they're also colored differently. This is so that you don't confuse the right from the left. They come with Bluetooth 5.4, support for robust codecs like aptX, for lossless with of course compatible devices. In fact, I have a USB-C to USB or 3.5, that cable. It supports those. So devices which push lossless audio over USB-C, you can get lossless audio out of that cable as well. In the overview, Steven has used a lot of falsettos over atmospherics, like pads and sweeps, and his mixes cut through so well, so neatly. Sound is very subjective. I am not a bass head, but I'm also not a treble junkie, which means I enjoy headphones that can keep human speech and voices clear and cut through while not distorting the high end and giving that skosh of bass thump without of course muddying it up. These are it. You know how acoustic basses, they have a certain greasy texture? These are it. The battery life has been such a relief. I charge them once and I'm good for at least 3 weeks. Of course, my usage is spread across multiple review units, but for every one of you guys, everyone else who buys this and who's a generic user, regular user, you will easily get a week out of it. The app has settings that let you access multi-point pairing as well. The Ace will connect to 2 devices simultaneously. I've had, 2 major updates with the app itself, but I come to a point where I don't use the app anymore. There are settings like wear detection and there are EQ settings and all. From a setup point of view, I've just set them up once because they are a set and forget it setting for me, and toggling between the different noise cancellation settings, all of them I've set it to the button as well. And the thing is, it doesn't reflect in the app. So meh, the app is a meh. And then comes the price point. I think these two are the only weak points for the Ace. Not saying that the price isn't justified, but in context of our market, too much competition, I mean not real but perceived competition, exists at lower price points. Everywhere else, I find them to be Ace. If you find this long-term usage review to be Ace as well, you know where to send some love and stay hooked to NDTV network.